All right, guys, we are back with round 4 Edison Format at Epic Cards and Games in Hurst, Texas. Let's see. Randy rolled a 12 versus Javi's 8. So we have Javi on the left playing GBs versus Randy on the right playing Vayu Turbo. Both these guys are X1, so winner here has a chance to make top 4. Again, this is the last round of Swiss. And loser's out. Winner is going to come down to tiebreakers. We got these two are kind of regulars on the channel. Even though Javi did stop playing recently. Randy's got 1 win. Javi's got 4. So we'll see who will move on to potentially have a shot to top 4. So Randy's going first. Greffers sends Elfin from his hand and Necrogarna and sets 1 back row. So Randy is on 2 Sirokkos, 2 Sirokkos, 1 Elfin, 3 Greffer, 1 Armageddonite. I like the Elfin. I don't think it's a bad card, but the thing I told Randy is like, I don't know. I just don't want to draw it without Greffer. All right, so here he Greffers again, sending Plague and a Vayu. Yeah, whenever Greffer stays up for another turn and they have cards to discard, that's why a lot of times I try to get that Greffer off the field. Like if I'm playing Black Wings, I'll like normal summon Shura, special summon Bora, and try to get the Greffer off the field. All right, so here, Javi with the upstart. These two are good friends of mine, both teammates of mine. So I know whoever loses here, I'm going to feel bad for them because the other's going to talk. They both love to talk trash. So, friendly trash talking to each other. They don't really talk trash to people they don't know. I think everyone's like that with their friend group. Like people you're really good friends with, you'll like talk trash when you beat them and stuff. Okay, anyway, let's see. So here comes Cat. So I gave Javi the nickname the Tiger King because like there was a stretch when he was doing really well with GBs before he stopped playing. And he would always draw either a double test Tiger or rescue Cat. And here he is again with the Cat. Brings out Sam Knight and Test Tiger. He's probably going to go for Murmillo here to guarantee get rid of the Greffer. So Randy Torrentials, that's fine. Like you traded a Cat for a Torrential and a Greffer. It's not too bad for Javi. This is another back row. Come on, heavy. Nah, but Randy's got MST at least. He knows. Does he know that one's Chariot? No, right? Randy sets 1. Here comes Ready Ari from Javi. That's not bad because you're not afraid of him Ready Ariing you again. Like now, had Javi summoned another GB monster, maybe things would have been different. Okay, Javi's debating here on using the Chariot. I guess it's free in a sense if you do, like let's say you do use a Chariot, you just attack them, and then you're gonna get the Chariot back. And you're trading a Ready Ari for an quest. You're getting a 1600 but that's if Randy his back row is nothing. So Javi's gonna set the Chariot. Most likely he's gonna set the Chariot right there. And Randy, since he knows there's a Chariot, he's like, I'm gonna hit the other one because your Chariot's not gonna stop my Vayu play or my Sirocco summon. All right, so Randy's got Sirocco, Chaos Sorcerer in hand. I've told Randy about Chaos Sorcerer. That card can be dead a lot in Vayu. That's why I've tried it, but I think if I were to play Chaos Sorcerer, I usually play Charge of the Light Brigade, 3 Raiko, Lila, and at least 2 hamsters. That gives you 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ways to get to a light monster. And I would play 3 upstarts. That's how I would. But the thing I don't like about Chaos Sorcerer is I feel if I play Chaos Sorcerer, I can't main deck Oppression. Usually when I've played Chaos Sorcerer, I don't main deck Oppression because then my Oppression stops like 3 cards. It stops my Return, my Sorcerer, and my Dark Arm. And not to mention Plague Spreader too. Okay, so here I think Randy's going to go for the Black Rose. Yep. Javi gets Black Rose. He set Bestiary, D Prison, and a War Chariot, I believe. Does he summon the Vayu? He has Elfin in his graveyard with a Vayu. The thing I agree with Randy on Elfin, it's nice to have the option to go get a 2500 monster. Because Armed Wing can't run over Caius. Like a lot of, especially when you're on 3 Grepher, like having the option to go get Elfin. I wouldn't run Elfin unless I'm playing 3 Grepher with only and a Rhoda. If you're playing 2 Grepher, no, I don't like it as much. Okay, let's see what Javi can do. The Tire King trying to get back to top 4. Alright, so he attacks over the set Laquari, so it's not looking good for Javi. He has to set monsters just to stay alive. Now let's see. His hand, he drew Trap Dust Shoot. Randy's hand is Hamster, Chaos Sorcerer, Sirocco, and Caius. He sends back the Hamster just to keep the... And I think Javi just concedes. Alright. So Randy takes game 1 win away from getting the top 4. We'll see if Javi can pull off the Legacy 2-0 / Backdoor 2-0. So Javi starts off by setting a monster. And I said this in previous videos. I like 2 Hippopotamus. I'd probably play 2 Hippo. If I were to ever play GBs, I like 2 Hippopotamus. Just because Dex just can't deal with a 2100 defense monster first turn. Like, let's say you're playing against Machina. They're going to attack you with Gear Frame, and then, you know... Dex can't deal with Hamster. How are they going to deal with a Hippopotamus? Alright, so here Randy has to lure away his ulti Dark Armed. You never want to lure away your Dark Armed. Especially when it's ultimate. Alright, so Randy sets a monster, sets a back row. End phase, Javi dusts and sets another back row. See, I told you guys, Cat. There we go, Cat. He gets out Test Tiger and... And he's already planning a Sekitor Randy. Yep. So he has to get Sam Knight. So he probably set the Chariot with Dust Tornado. Yep, Hippo. Yeah, this. Let's see what Javi decides to do. He's going to run over the Raikou with Sekitor. Chariot's the Raikou and then hits Randy for 700. Now, at the end of the battle phase, he's going to tag out the Hippo Hippopotamus for a quest. Grab back Chariot. Now Sekitor's going to special summon 2 GBs from his deck. Probably Laquari for sure. And Ready Ari. Since he saw Chaos Sorcerer game 1, he's kind of like, just get the Raikou out of the way just so I don't have to worry about Chaos Sorcerer. And then Fusion summons Herc. So he's going to have Herc, Chariot with an quest. Sometimes people leave the Sekitor up. Like I think if Javi had like a D prison or something to protect his Sekitor, he might have left the Sekitor up. So here comes Cyber Dragon from Randy. Sets a monster and passes. So Herc hits over Cyber Dragon for 900. And then Sam Knight hits over Hamster. And does Javi Chariot here? I mean, you're going to have to Chariot the Raikou anyway, right? Yeah. At least you yeah, this is not bad. Then you don't have to worry about like getting randomly Caius or something like that. So a quest, grab back the Chariot. Alright, Grepher, swing into a quest for 1. Both these guys are playing fast. You can tell Randy just said attack, go, and then Javi drew right away. How many cards are... I think Javi's going to win this game. Herc Chariot like this is just hard to deal with for any deck. Summons Laquari. Oh, yeah, that was a good one. And hits Randy for 18. Tags out for Laquari. Sorry, tags Laquari out for Darius. So I think this is the way, because Javi only plays 2 quests. Most people only play 2 quests. This is like the only way he can recycle his quest. The only other way I can think of is with Call the Haunted. But he still has a fuse to get it back in his deck. So now Randy sets Mirror Force and a monster. He knows Javi's got Chariot, so I think this game is over. Especially if Javi can summon a Geyseris. GG. And yeah, Randy concedes. So we are going to game 3. Who's going to move on to top 4? All right. Randy's going first this game. Starts off by summoning Greffers, send Vayu from his hand. And probably the Elfin. Yeah, see, he likes to get it out of his deck immediately, which I would probably do the same thing if I played it. No, he's not going to send Elfin? He's going to probably send Necro Garden instead? No, he does decide to send the Elfin. Now, should you summon the 2500 beater turn 1? It depends on your back rows. I already see Mirror Force in his hand. Oop, let me reset life points. So, Randy sets 1. Maybe Javi should consider citing Nobleman of Extermination for when he goes second. That way he can go like Nobleman Extermination, attack. I don't know. I would play GBs a little bit differently. Maybe someday I'll play GBs at locals, see how I do. Okay, Randy sets 2, activates Trap, does shoot. Javi's hand is a Quest, Sam Knight, a Quest, Chariot, Gores, and Proving Ground. So he gets rid of the Gores. Gores hurts Vayu pretty bad. And I get the Gores out of here because the only monsters that can run over Greffer right now is the one Laquari. Not that Javi plays 1, Javi plays 2, but just because I'm sure Randy has a way to out the Laquari, either a bottomless, Mirror Force, Deep Prison. We saw Mirror Force in his hand when he was shuffling earlier. Alright, so Javi attacks, gets Deep Prisoned, so he does have a Mirror Force in his hand still. Now Randy activates Vayu's effect. Javi changed Transmigration Prophecy, which is some people like that card. Might not be bad. I think the only thing is Crow's faster because it's a hand trap, but that card's good too. All right. Looks like he hits him for 17. Is there another hit I might have missed? Did he attack him earlier? I don't think so. So Javi summons Prisma. Does he use the effect? He does not use the effect, just crashes. And here the Prisma gets Mirror Forced. Do you dump with Bestiari there? I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't know how to play GBs. I've never played it. I just know from watching Javi play and playing against him. Okay, so we know Javi's hand is Double Quest, Chariot, Sam Knight, which none of those monsters can deal with a Greffer. Randy's got Gale. You send back the Gore, so like I think you hit him with both right here, right? Do you normal summon Gale and just attack him with both? He would have to redraw the Gores. I'm gonna say hit him with both. Me knowing Randy, he definitely hit him with both. Like you have Gale too if he did redraw the Gores. Javi's got Heavy Storm and a bunch of GBs monsters, but he can't deal with that Armor Master unless if he draws a Test Tiger. Maybe Javi's he's going to set a monster just to give himself another turn. He does have Heavy Storm. So he just needs to draw a Tiger, a Cat, so he attacks over a Quest. And now Randy sets a monster. Okay, let's see now what will you do? Let's see. Is he going to slam down the heavy? Yeah, so he does slam down the heavy, gets rid of Randy's Dust and another trap card. Summons a quest, so there's a test tiger. He has to Murmillo here. Now, do you attack? You have the War Chariot. So Randy Most Solemn, Armageddon Knight, and D Prison. Sets a back row. Yeah, maybe Javi shouldn't have attacked. He's going to get heavy stormed anyway, so it didn't really matter, but... I'm almost positive Randy has heavy storm in his hand. Or MST. It looks like it might be MST. So here comes Upstart from Javi. So we're at 16 and 9,000. Yeah, he's got like 3. I think he's got double Sam Knight and a quest. And Cherry. Yeah, his hand is really bad. Summon Sam Knight. Randy takes 16, so now he's going to tag out. He actually has 4 darks, so you probably don't want to ready Ari here. I'm wondering, should Javi have sent the Bestiari early in that turn with the Prisma? You can't quest because both of them are gone. So I think he's just going to get Hippo. 2400 Hippo with Chariot set. He has an Armor Master in his graveyard, so he dusts Javi's Chariot. Activates Rhoda. Now, he milled his Armageddon Knight, so he only plays 1. So he has to get Greffer, and he has to have a Dark in his hand. But I think it is game if he has... Unless if Javi has like a DD Crow in his hand or something. Yes, Greffer, discard the Dead Dark Arm, send Vayu. This should be game. And yeah, Javi concedes. So Randy is moving on to top 4. So I want to go over something real quick. Randy got in at 4th. I was first after Swiss. And Joey Lynch was second after Swiss. Joey Lynch was supposed to play Nate. But Nate left before the top 4 started. So my locals, it doesn't matter. They're not going to give the fifth place person the spot. It's just, if he left, he left. So Nate left. Joey Lynch got a free trip to the finals. So I'm only going to upload the 1 top 4 match. Me versus Randy. Winner's going to face Joey Lynch's Machina deck in the finals. All right, and we'll be back soon for both those videos. Bye, guys.